Oh, that's a big, bold move. Hello, race fans, and welcome into F1 2020. It is time to kick off our new team. Yes, we are doing the My Team mode. We are going to become the 11th team on the Formula One grid, and I'm so excited to do this mode. It takes everything that I love about Motorsport Manager, a game I have played for years and lost countless hundreds of hours of my life to, and stuffs it into a great Formula One game that feels, from my initial tests, to be a hell of a lot better than what we even had last year. So I am excited. The hype levels are high, but we got to get our little team off the ground if we're going to get to the racetrack to make the season opener in Australia. So let's kick off the process. A lot to get through. I appreciate you stopping by. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us. There's a lot of content coming to the channel between this series and my NASCAR Heat 5 career mode series. So if you're into long series with many races in them, many episodes in them, where we build our way up from the bottom to the top, this is the channel for you. So again, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell as well so you never miss an upload, and let's get into it. Hell yeah. All right, here's our guy. There's our character fella. Shows that avatar. Kind of looks like me. Not really. None of them really do, but that's okay. Close enough. He's from America. My name, David Schildhouse. That's me. That's him. The audio name, unfortunately, they don't have Schildhouse in the game, but they do have Davidson, and they have Davies, and they have Day. So
Davidson.
I think we'll go with Davidson. And our driver number, I picked 87 because, well, I don't know why. Do I want 87? Nah, I'm going to go with the 62. I'll tell you why. The 62, I use the 62 in iRacing on my truck, but it's kind of an inside joke with some friends of mine as well. But we'll go with the 62. Normally, I would pick the 20. 20's not available. I'd pick the 17. 17's not available. So we're going to be the number 62. All right. All right, so that's our guy. That's us, David Schildhouse, the number 62. They'll call us Davidson in the game. We got a clean white and like baby blue little fire suit going on there. I like it. All right, here we go.
We'll start with an easy one. What name would you like to give the team?
Yeah, an easy one. You know how long I've agonized over the team of this name? The name of this team? So long that it's melted my brain. But we got a team name, and it is going to be Shield Speed Motorsports. Oh, I can't get Motorsports in there. Motorsport. Oh, man, that throws a wrench in everything. Shield Speed Motorsport or Shield Speed Racing. Racing fits. Okay, Shield Speed Racing. Perfect. If you guys got suggestions on a team name, I'm open to them. This is the first thing. Well, it's not the first thing, but it's one of the first things I thought of. They don't give you a whole lot of space to work with, so if you guys got suggestions on a team name, put them in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if something gets really popular and I like it, just might change it. All right, so I'm going to turn my webcam off for a lot of this stuff so you guys can see everything that's going on. You don't need to see me staring at all this. But so we got to pick a sponsor. Basically, each sponsor gives you a different level of signing bonus. The more the signing bonus, the higher the expectations are. Give you a bigger goal bonus, but they might pay you a little bit less per week. So it's all about compromise, right? So we're a brand new team. I don't know what our performance is going to be like. So, you know, we could go with the lower tier here. Just complete a season, and we'll get paid. Gives us, you know, one of the highest weekly incomes, but also a slightly smaller signing bonus and a slightly smaller goal bonus because it's not a very hard goal. So it's about finding that balance of what seems achievable for us throughout the course of the season. So earn 15 Constructors' Championship points. That's kind of a far stretch. As a team, achieve 2 points finishes during a season. That seems a little more doable. That means just one of us, either me or the teammate, has to finish in the top 10, you know, twice in the whole season. That seems kind of doable. Finish 8th or better in the Constructors' Championship. So we have to beat, 3 teams? Earn 5 Constructors' Championship points in a season. That seems pretty doable. As a team, achieve 5 points finishes during a season. Oh, these are pretty ambitious. I'm torn between TriStar and Shark. Both of those seem pretty reasonable. Now, Shark gives us 300,000 more, smaller goal bonus, and less per week. So a little bit less up front, but we'll make, we might make it up during the course of the season. I kind of like TriStar. I think we're going to go with TriStar. All right, so we got our pick between Honda, Renault, Mercedes, and Ferrari. Obviously, Ferrari top of the range, 4.1 million, but you get the best in performance and durability. That's, from what I understand, that's going to actually get nerfed based on Ferrari's performance in Austria in the season opener. Mercedes is pretty good as well, but we got a lot of money that we have to invest in other areas. So I don't want to go nuts on this. I'm going to go the cheapest route. And I think Honda's actually getting disserviced with these stats. I think Honda's better than Renault, personally. But we're going to go with the least expensive engine option. The performance difference is 1 point. The durability is 3 points difference. But, that $400,000 that we save can certainly go into something else. So we're going to go with the Honda power unit. All right, now we get to sign our teammates. All right, a lot to this. So we've got a handful of people here with various costs. So the least expensive guy, Mahavir, 750K. It's $1 million for some of those guys, $1.5 million for the top end here. Again, for me, we need, what do we need? We need 2 points finishes throughout the whole season between me and the teammate. We can sign a new driver every 8 to 11 race weekends, it says. So we're not stuck with them for the full season. So again, I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on these guys. So it's like, all right, well, this guy is 750K, but his rating sucks. I'd rather spend an extra $250,000 and get somebody that's got, better stats, right? At least is going to help the team grow a little bit. So this dude right here, Sean Galale, or Galale. If I get some of these names wrong, you got to excuse me. I'm not super familiar with the F2 and F3 junior drivers as much as I am the F1 drivers. But I think this guy's got, he's got good experience. He's got the highest experience. Got good racecraft, good awareness, excellent awareness, actually, 64 awareness. So we don't have to worry about him tearing up cars, it looks like. His pace isn't as good as, say, Mazepin or Correa. So in the $1 million range, Correa's pace is fantastic. So perhaps he would be able to get points finishes for us if we gave him a good enough car. So I'm kind of torn between these two guys. Because, again, that experience rating helps a lot for R&D. We'll go with the American, Juan Manuel Correa. We'll bring him in. All right, in the $1 million range. There you go. Welcome to the team. All right, so that's the deal right there. We got TriStar as our sponsor. We need to get 2 points finishes during the season. Going with the Honda power unit, and we're bringing in Juan Manuel Correa to be our teammate. All righty, here we go. Next step. All right, let's edit the car livery. Oh, boy. Well, that's just not going to do. That's horrific looking. All right, so we have painted up the car. This is what we went with. We got TriStar on the side pod there. Got on the wing back there as well. But, again, that baby blue color with the sort of gunmetal, silver, gray, whatever you want to call it, accents on it. Pretty sharp-looking race car, if I say so myself. Not a bad-looking race car. I like it. Hopefully it's fast. All right, as you can see, I made a slight adjustment to our driver suits to better match the livery on the car itself. So instead of the white driver suits, now I brought over that gray that we see on the car. So makes it line up a little bit better. So let's get a team badge put together and see what it looks like. All right, here's our badge. Pretty easy right there. An S for Schildhaus. Looking good. I like it. Let's move on. Hell yeah. Looking good. All right, so that's it. Those are the team colors, the baby blue, the gray, and the white accent color. I like it. We look good. We look ready to race. God, I hope this car is ready to race. All right, we're going to do a 22-race schedule. Everything normal there, just like it would have happened in real life. So we'll start in Australia and in Abu Dhabi. 22 races. Let's do it. All right, let's take a look at the settings that we're going to be using. As always, these settings are subject to change depending on what happens in each race. So these are static or dynamic settings. They're not static, so we never really know for sure. But like I said, these are subject to change. We want a challenge, all right? We don't want this to be easy. We want a challenge. I just don't know where to start. So we'll start the AI driver level at 95. When I go through practice and do all the practice programs and all that stuff, if it seems like we're too fast, because we should not be that good. I mean, we should be in the back. But if it seems like we're OP, I'll bump it up. And if we're just way off, I'll bump it down. So that's going to be the only thing that really changes is the AI driver level, and that could change race to race depending on how each race goes, and if I feel that we're in line with where we should be as a team pace-wise or not. So if I make changes, I'll let you guys know in each episode. But we're going to do 50% race distance, turn on the formation lap. Qualifying will be a full qualifying session, so Q1, Q2, Q3. Gameplay settings, no flashbacks. All right, this is hardcore stuff right here. No flashbacks. Parc Ferme rules are on. Vehicle damage will be, I don't know what the difference is between full and simulation, to be honest with you. I have no idea. I'll just put on simulation for the most hardcore simulation of damage, I guess. Safety car, we'll put safety car on. Corner cutting stringency will be regular. Race starts will be assisted. Tire temperature. Now, I've read something where the carcass temperature and surface temperature might be bugged, might be glitched, but for now, we'll leave it on both. Race starts, we'll put the manual, sorry. And then assists. Here's all the assists that I'll use. Not going to use anything except for medium traction control because I'm just not that talented. And I need my dynamic racing line for corners only. I know most of these tracks. There's a couple of new tracks. But my goal is to run with the dynamic racing line on for the first season only. And then when we get into our second season, turn it off. But for the first season, we'll run it on with just corners only. Manual gearbox. No pit assist. Pit release assist I'll leave on because I don't really know how to do that yet. The goal is to turn everything off eventually, but ERS assist will leave off. DRS assist will leave off. Fuel assist will leave off. So not a whole lot helping us out here. This is going to be pretty hardcore, but that's why we're doing it, for the challenge. All right.
This season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
Well, Will Buxton, I'm glad that you asked. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be here now, would I? All right, we got options. Like last year, thank God, no Claire. So we got Will Buxton, who I absolutely love. So we got 3 answers here. So are you up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula One team? Nothing easy is worth doing. I live for challenges like this. I won't lie, it's been a lot of work. I want to take it on the task if I didn't believe in myself and the team. This isn't just about me. It's about my team, and I'm behind them 100%. Together, we're unstoppable. All right, so like I said, I wouldn't have taken on this task if I didn't believe in myself and the team. So that's what we're going to go with.
Every team needs 2 drivers. But what was it that drew you to your teammate?
He didn't cost a lot of money. That's not an option. It was tough to get any drivers to sign on to a new team, but I'm glad they took a gamble. Skill set really suits our team. We've seen what they can do on paper. I see a lot of potential in them. It was finding the right fit for our team. They understand that we're new and appreciate the opportunity we're providing. That's kind of a shitty answer. Let's go with their skill set really suits our team.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
AlphaTauri, Williams, Alfa Romeo, or Haas. Well, I want to shoot past Williams. I don't know who the second or third worst teams are. Let's go for Haas. They're an American team. We're an American team. We want to be the best American team.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
Shitty. Oh, that's not an option either. Okay. Chassis, responsiveness, traction out of control, out of corners, sim data. So let's go with chassis balance is incredible. I like that answer. A chassis department will notice that. Okay.
The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
How are we planning to catch up on them? Fresh pair of eyes. Reducing drag. Okay, so this is reducing drag. This is power unit. This is chassis. So we've already popped up the chassis department. Let's pop up the engine department. This era has brought a lot of complexity in the power unit, but we found plenty of room to innovate in our ERS system. All right. Powertrain department will notice that.
Overtaking is a key part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
Let's see here. F1 isn't just one race, it's a whole season. Rigorous stress testing means we can avoid grid penalties and failures. So that's for the reliability department. Light cars for chassis. Overtaking's about power as the engine. Streamlined cars for aero. We haven't done anything for our aero department yet, but we don't want grid penalties and failures. So let's go with the reliability department. Durability, sorry.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
Which of my new departments are we most proud of? Aerodynamics, because we haven't done aero yet. We've hit all the departments except aero. So let's spread the love to everybody. Start this whole venture off with everybody happy and say aerodynamics are perhaps the biggest part of Formula One. What our team has achieved in such a short time is a miracle. All right, so here's the new main screen for the game. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff to look at here. So we got the overview. It looks like a calendar running there. Let's take a look at the main portions of this. Oh, hello. There's our engine shop. All right, so we've got our facilities tab where we have our 6 different facilities that you have to work on and upgrade throughout the season. So that's cool. Definitely a similar feeling to Motorsport Manager there. Ah! Look at that. Look at this. This is a cool little addition. I like this. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 different areas of each facility that you can upgrade. God, there's so much to this. All right, so this is aero. Here's our chassis. Again, each with 4 things, and it looks like 3 tiers in each one of the 4 categories for each facility. Jeez almighty. Personnel. Oh, my God, look at that. We're out here sim racing. My guy's using the front bumper cam. Don't know about that one, Chief. Oh, he's at Monza. What are we filming ourselves? Why? So we got the simulator, which I guess that's what we're looking at here. Fitness center and analysis suite. All for the second driver. Okay. Powertrain, durability, marketing. Who the hell are you? All right, so we got sponsor relations and activities management. That's so cool, man. They did a really nice job with this. Really, really nice job. That is deep, man. There's so much. There's so much going on here. I love it. R&D, this all looks the same. If you played last year's game or the year before that, it's yeah, this is pretty similar to that. You see the vehicle performance comparison on the right-hand side. We're not the slowest car. Our performance, we're not the worst. We're above Williams and Haas, so that's good. Vehicle screen, this looks the same for our power unit, gearbox, and all of that, tire allocation. So, again, very similar to what we had in previous titles. Here's the corporate screen. Sponsorship, you see our primary sponsor. You can get 4 different secondary sponsors. Those unlock as you hit higher acclaim levels, so you can see 2, 5, 10, and 20 we have to hit before we can unlock those. Contracts, driver market. This is where you're going to sign other drivers if you want to, and you have to be of a certain acclaim level to sign them. That makes sense. Finances, where I'm hoping that I can help out a lot with my accounting background. This is what I'm looking forward to, is the finances side. Finance history and our customization. All right, and then there's our standings. So a lot going on there. And then here on the main screen, we've got advanced time. Oh, my goodness gracious. So we've got all these days that we have to fill in. So we got free time used 0-14. So those are 14 days, I guess. And we can either auto-assign these or pick them ourselves. And depending on what you pick, it's either going to affect department morale, second driver statistics, or acclaim and resources. And each thing has, pluses and negatives for the most part. And each comes with different time. That is really clever. I like that. I like that quite a bit. All right, so we've got some choices to make. Here's our mailbox. Okay. Hi, Carl. How we doing? Okay, so you get an idea of everything. This is so deep. I love it. This is so deep. I get lost in this forever. I've been recording for almost 45 minutes, and I haven't even touched anything yet. Set aside a lot of time if you really care about this stuff and you really get into customization and learning. Set aside some time, man. Good Lord. All right, so we need to fill up some activities until our car reveal on the 6th, so let's do that. All right, so we've picked our activities. I decided to go with power and durability focus. That takes up 7 days, but it boosts morale of the powertrain and durability departments by 50%. It lowers the aerodynamics and chassis by 15%, but it also gives us 500 resource points. And then on the other side of the car reveal, I did the preseason merchandise sale to make $500,000. Money's going to matter because we need to pump money into this whole organization to upgrade the car, upgrade the facilities, and increase our ability to produce a winning car and function like a high-level team. So that's what I'm going to go with. here in our first week. Is it the best thing to pick? I have no idea. That's part of the fun. You don't know, but that's what we're going to go with. All right, now it's time. We've moved forward a little bit. Now it's time for our car reveal. Time to reveal the sum of your hard work to the world. Let's take a look at it. All right, well, we've got some resource points. We got 1,740 resource points here because we got that 500 for the activity that we did. So let's get our first upgrade going. You can see in downforce, our front downforce here, our overall aerodynamics are not that great. Not awful, but not that great. So we can get something developed here to help us. We'll start with the front wing main flap. Get that developed for 500 points. We can see with standard development, that's all we can do. We'll have that between Bahrain and Vietnam. So we'll have that after the second race of the season. So let's get that going. 30.5% chance of failure. Yikes. You know what? We'll go with the rear wing main plane as well. Might as well. If we're doing the front, we might as well do the rear. I think it arrives at the same time. We'll do this minor weight reduction as well. Central under tray. Get this going. 40% chance of failure, but you know what? If it works out, we're going to be in really good shape for Vietnam. It's going to take the first couple of races to get all these things going, but if these things work out, oh, buddy, we'll have some nice upgrades for Vietnam, and we're going to need it because I don't know that track at all. Well, now that all that's set up, it's finally time to go to the track for the first race weekend of the season, the Australian Grand Prix from Melbourne Grand Prix Circuit. I'll get all the practice programs out of the way, show you maybe some highlights from qualifying, and then we'll jump into the race. So here we go. Time to take this car to the track and see what it can do. All right, here's our central command. Look at this. This looks pretty similar to what we've seen, right? This is what it looked like last year. Got all of the fellas. Look at that. We got our logo on the TV. We got Buddy across the way there, Correa. All right. Awesome. Looking good. Looking good. But it ain't about looking good. It's about being good. Hopefully, we can be fast. Let's take this thing out. I'll get it run through the practice sessions. We'll jump into qualifying and see where we end up.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal. And it's make or break here at Albert Park, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996. And home to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
Ever since their participation was announced, there were questions being asked about whether an outfit like this could survive, and certainly it's proving to be a trial by fire so far. Let's hope they can continue to draw in investment and find a little more pace as well.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, and Albon, Sainz, Norris, Ricciardo, and Esteban Ocon, Stroll, Perez, Kimi Raikkonen, and Grosjean, Magnussen, Giovinazzi, Pierre Gasly, and Juan Manuel Correa. Davidson, Russell, Latifi, and Daniel Kvyat completes the grid.
Well, alrighty, you saw the rundown there. We didn't qualify last. Didn't get out of Q1 either. Made one run, tried to go out and make a second run, and I slipped up and tagged the wall, damaging the front wing, and that was it for us. So we didn't get out of Q1. I don't expect us to get out of Q1 a whole lot. in our first year, maybe later in the year once the upgrades start hitting. We'll see. But in any event, we're on the grid. We're ready to go, but we're right by our teammate there. And let's take a look at the race strategy. So the race strategy here, we can start on softs and go to hards, or we can start on mediums and go to hards. This is a 27-lap race, I think, or 29-lap race. So we'll adjust the fuel down to 29 laps. Setup-wise, I'm just using the balanced default preset 3. I tried increased downforce and increased top speed. I didn't really like the way either of those felt with our car. So we can start on softs, go 10 laps, and then go to hards and run mediums. For me, yeah, I mean this is a 4-second faster, 3.5 second faster, almost 4-second faster strategy. 3 seconds, 3-second faster strategy. So start on softs. We're coming from the back. You know what? We're coming from the back. We're going to do the alternate strategy. We're going to start on mediums and then switch to hards and go from there. I like that. Alternate strategy for an alternate team. All right, it is time to kick off the season from the Australian Grand Prix. I'm excited. I hope you guys are ready. 29 laps. We're starting P19. Let's do this thing. Not a very good start. All right, I'll have to get better at that. Jesus Christ. All right, we got our ass kicked on the start. All right, nice and easy here. Hey, 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 hey. Teammate. That was a teammate. Ugh. Damn. All right, about lost it right there. Thing's a little bit of a handful. It's like the AlphaTauris are battling. Really battling hard. Been using some ERS to try and catch them. Wow, still side by side. That's not the AlphaTauris. That's a Williams and an AlphaTauri. Latifi and Kvyat. I'm just staying close enough to Latifi to keep getting the DRS, but I keep overdriving the corners. Makes it a little bit hard to catch him. But he's on softs. So that's the other thing is we're on mediums trying to catch guys who are on softs. That's going to be another big thing. I didn't realize that. And no wonder we were getting our dick kicked in by those guys at the start. We didn't have the grip that they had. Pretty good little scramble here with Latifi so far. But I just can't get to him. I just can't get to him. You can see we're in a little bit of a deficit for fuel because I underfueled the car a little bit. We'll be able to make that up. Oh, we're close enough now. Around the outside of Nicholas Latifi. Now we're on the inside. We can't get it done. It was beautifully defensed by him. Oh, a little lock up there by Latifi. Little mistake. He feels the pressure that we're applying to him. I just can't get around him. Thought about having a lunge up the inside, but nope. I just ain't going to do it. I just can't get it to him. Oh, I'm on him now. Oh, we got him there. But he's got the shorter way through that corner. Whoa, we drove it in deep. We make the pass. Hell yeah, we're not last anymore. Wow, we are 7.5 seconds behind. Kvyat. Latifi is so slow. I think he was really holding us up, but I was just trying to be conservative and passing him, not forcing anything. I need to try to recover some ERS here. I used up so much to get to him. Oh, we're catching Kvyat. I can see that.
Kvyat is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 6.9 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 29.1. You're closing by 0.4 per lap.
And there you have it. Confirmed that we are closing in on Kvyat. We need more. A lot of people on pit road here. A lot of people on pit road. All those guys who started on softs right there. I don't know if it was all of them, but a lot of the guys who started on softs just pitted right there. And they've made the switch over to hards. We'll do that in about 3 laps. More takers on pit road.
The car behind you has just fitted the hard tyres. Car behind, running hards.
Ricardo just right around the outside of us.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards.
He had DRS and just went right on by, as to be expected from the Renault. Hard for us to keep fighting. Are on these older tires. Like Kimi's behind us on freshies.
Yellow flag.
Oh, yellow flag.
Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Oh, Sergio Perez is out of this race. Wow.
The track is clear. Green flag.
Let Kimi go. Oh, no, Kimi! Oh, he locked up right in front of us. Come on, Kimi. Now our left front wing has damage. Those computer mistakes. I was just letting him go, and he just... Oh, man. I was letting him go.
Check
And
your
he just
MFD
locked
for
up.
a new strategy option.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm struggling on these tires. And the front wing damage doesn't help. I was trying to figure out what the hell the strategy was trying to get me to do, because we were planning on pitting this lap for tires anyways. So I don't know what the hell they wanted me to do. What was the alternate strategy? I have no idea.
The gap behind us is 1.8 seconds.
Well, we're going to pit this lap, put on the hards.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.8 seconds.
And we're going to go as fast as we can to finish out this race.
Okay, some information on Bottas. They are out of the race.
Oh, wow. That's big. Valtteri Bottas out of this race. That's huge. All right, I got on like a pussy. That's okay. I don't trust myself yet. Yeah, replace the nose.
Go now. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Okay, clear.
We got ways to go to catch people here. This is going to be a long finish to this race. Especially if I'm driving like that. Well, I don't know what else to say other than the fact that we're slow. We are slow. We're going to have to find some pace before Bahrain. Bahrain's going to be a very long night.
Gap to teammate ahead is 18.0 seconds.
Yeah, just don't tell me. At this point, I don't need to know that. We had to change our nose. Like, what do you want from me?
Okay, gap ahead is 4.5 seconds.
Well, we're catching Latifi again. We'll get to him before the end of this race. That much is for sure. But everyone else is gone. All right, well, we can see Latifi again. Just imagine how much further up the road we would be if we didn't have to change out the damn nose. Thanks, Kimmy. That's racing. Come here, Latifi. Oh, that's a big, bold move. Big, bold move to make that pass happen, but we had to do it. I can't get caught behind him again. He's too slow. I'm sure he'll understand. Yeah, we already pulled away by over a second on him. He's just so slow. Name a worse car to be in than the second Williams car. Ugh. Primary one's bad enough. Secondary one's like, ugh.
Gap ahead is 9.9 seconds. They're on old hards. Latifi behind. The gap to the car behind is 3.8 seconds. They're on old hards. Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now. 8 laps to go.
All right, there's the race update. Can we track down our teammate before the checkered flag? I think we can if I put together good laps. We're still a little bit short on fuel, too. We're still a tenth of a lap down.
Is 8.4 seconds.
We're going to have to manage that, too. I've been using a lot of fuel. Lesson learned for the next race. Don't underfuel the car because I can't save it. I was pretty good at saving fuel in 2019, but I'm not doing as well with it so far this year. Uh-oh. I can see the leader on the mini-map. I see a red dot. That's a Ferrari dot. That's the leader, not too far behind us. Oh, brother. I don't want to get lapped in this event. Like, I know we're slow, but damn. And we had to replace the nose. All right, don't forget. We had to replace the nose when we pitted. We lost a lot of time doing that. And again, all that goes back to Kimi Räikkönen fucking up in front of us when he was passing us on fresh tires. We drove into the back of him because he parked the bus right in front of us. So a lot of unfortunate stuff. But we're not here to make excuses. We're here to, compete, struggle, learn.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
We're doing some learning in this race, I'll tell you that right now. I know there hasn't been a lot of action in it. I don't even feel close to the AI cars except for Latifi. As far as overall pace, like they're just so much faster. I have an idea why. I'll have to verify it after the race. If I'm right, I'm an idiot. And it's all my fault. So it's probably right.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Oh boy. That was the leader, Lewis Hamilton.
Blue flag, blue flag.
I guess he just
Blue
blew
flag
past
conditions.
whoever
Create a gap and let the car
this
ride
is. Leclerc. So that'll be Vettel behind us. Hopefully we can let him go in a good place. All right, he should absolutely swipe us down the front straightaway. There he goes. All right. Perfect.
Blue flag.
What? Ignoring blue flag? Jeez. They got to get to me before I let them go. Shit. Well, a tough debut for us here in Australia. A very tough debut for us. But that'll do it.
Use overtake 'em.
We go a lap down.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
We get 19th. Awful. Absolutely awful first race. Daniel Kvyat, your driver of the day. Good for him.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Is it? Is it really great to see? I don't think it is. Flanked by the 2 Ferraris. Good for him. All right, so here's a look at the post-race results. Lewis Hamilton takes the win by 3.5 seconds over the Leclerc, Vettel, Albon, Verstappen, Sainz, Norris, Stroll, Ricciardo, and Ocon. Round out the top 10 point getters. Our teammate also got lapped. He finished 18th. We finished 19th. We also had the 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. Latifi, Bottas, and Perez were the two DNFs there. Bottas, pretty big deal right there. Start on pole. Didn't finish there, though. That much is for sure. All right, well, that'll wrap up episode 1. A longer one, I know. We'll find a groove and settle in here. The first one's always going to be the longest because there's just so much to set up, so many things to see. And you guys can tell from this video just how deep this game mode really is, how many things you can really get into. And that's before you even hit the track. Track side, we weren't very good. I made a few mistakes, and I can say that I went back and looked at what I thought it was. So remember I said I was going to have the AI difficulty at 95? Well, I bumped it up after the first practice session because I felt I was a little too fast, so I put it up to 98. Yeah, 98's too high for me right now, I think. So I'm going to put it back down to 95 for Bahrain and see how we do because we were not competitive in the least bit, not even close, and that's not very fun. So I want to challenge, I want to struggle, but I don't want to be racing by myself for 29 laps. That's not good for anybody, especially you, the viewer. So we'll work on it, and we'll fire up next time, go to Bahrain, and see if we can't do a little bit better. But I appreciate you watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. It's good to be back into F1. It's good to be into this game mode. This is going to be great. So again, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment down below. Support really means a lot. Seeing your guys' comments is great. I love seeing what's on your mind. thumbs up button and sharing it out there. Helps new people find the content, bring them into the channel and into our community. And again, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, I hope today is the day that I can earn that subscription from you if you're excited about seeing more of this F1 2020 My Team mode. As always, we'll catch you in the next video when we go to Bahrain.